Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. In this video I'm going to be sharing my review of the crossbow, and let me just say, the range is real. The range is real on the crossbow. It is absolutely insane what you can hit when you have a 25,000 range on a weapon. With that said, the perks on my crossbow are junk. I have 3 longer durability rolls, making this close to useless in terms of what I want in the game, but I did manage to roll a Water Element Affliction damage on this here, and that is something I really need on a sniper. Just gonna give you guys a close-up slow-mo of the longest snipe that I have done during the just around 1 day of testing I have had with the new crossbow weapon. It is absolutely insane. You of course need to take the curving, the downfall of the projectile into consideration when you are sniping at long ranges with this weapon here. And let's be honest, it is more fun than anything else. It is not something you actively need in the game. I've been asked to make a comparison of the Heartbreaker with the new crossbow weapon, and at their core, this is the same weapon. We do have fixed stats on the Heartbreaker, making it pretty easy to compare to other fixed stat weapons. And my is a sunbeam, meaning that it's power level 130, whereas my other sniper here, my other crossbow, is 106 shadow shot. In every single way, the sunbeam Heartbreaker is better. The only thing that we can really say in terms of what I have is that the new crossbow only has 4 projectiles in the mag, whereas the other can hold 6. One of the things I've been noticing with this crossbow is that I often, and when I say often, I mean 7 times during the last 24 hours, have double damage when I'm hitting blasters or when I'm hitting smashers. It is as if the projectile somehow is so large that it damages these relatively large husks twice, and it is not the affliction damage ticking that deal this additional damage. It is the actual projectile hit that sometimes deal 2 damage to these large husks. Is it a bug? Is it a glitch? I'm not entirely sure, but for me, 7 times within the first 24 hours, so please put it down there if you have experienced something similar. My setup for the crossbow was the Urban Assault Headhunter, the new Tetshot Jess, and then Raven as my tactical option. And what I wanted to test was, of course, does this new explosive rounds ability trigger when I'm using the crossbow? Can I somehow benefit from sniping things at a distance to get this explosive option? Can I have fun with it in that way? Can I plan with it? And unfortunately, my initial testing has shown that the explosive rounds, for some reason that is completely unknown to me, appears to be unaffected by my snipes with the crossbow. I killed around 150 husks with the crossbow during my testing, the clips I've taken in for this video here, and not once did I get the explosive rounds triggering. So the 10 ranged weapon damage kills that you need in order to get those explosive rounds to explode is not really working when I'm using the crossbow. I don't know if that is related to my affliction damage, because the affliction damage takes out a lot of the husks, or if it is because this sniper weapon just for some reason doesn't count. But it's a thing, it isn't working, at least not for me. So if you guys out there are experiencing the same or the opposite, please put it down there, because it's nice to know how things work, both for me and everyone else. A really cool thing about the crossbow is that we have penetrating shots, but unlike the Noble Launcher, we only have shots that penetrate opponents. So if you hit a structure, if you hit a vehicle, if you hit anything besides opponents, the projectile is going to stop. So that's a thing as well that you can keep in mind. For me, the really amazing thing is to have affliction damage on my sniper. I'm not a headshot god. I'm not really that good at sniping. I think it's super fun. It can be crazy effective in the game. But having these affliction ticks means that where I would possibly be able to 1 or 2 shot a thing if I was a headshot god, I can still do it now because the affliction is gonna tick in and take out the opponent anyway. So for me, having affliction on the crossbow is super important. As with any other weapon that doesn't come with fixed perks, the only thing that really matters about the weapon is how you get perks on it. How good are the perks going to be, and how are they gonna synergize with the heroes that you select? For me, I was really in crazy bad luck getting 3 durability rolls on it. I would much rather have had crit chance, crit damage, or just more damage. But yeah, I mean, hopefully with the reroll system coming, I'm going to be able to get something a bit more interesting. I am going to aim for crossbows with all of the different elements, because I really like using the crossbows as my sniper in the game. I like how it feels. I think it is fun, but I do feel that most players will benefit more from having a triple tap or like a one-shot sniper. I think they are easier to use. I argue that they are less fun to use, but I mean, that's really down to your personal playstyle. What is it that you want in the game? What's going to be keeping the game fun, interesting, and just, you know, playable for a long time? And for me, the crossbow is just one of those really, really fun weapons that I like using. Normally, I go grenades in close combat. I generally use my shockwave. Sometimes I even go commando. So having a crossbow for me, having a sniper is something I often use when I play radar missions, because if I see the radar guarded by blasters, by takers, by smashers, I will initiate the combat like way before I get there, so I don't accidentally anger them and they start damaging the structures that I'm building while I am doing it, so I can take out things like in advance when I have a good ranged weapon for it, such as the crossbow. That, guys, was my thoughts, my review of the crossbow. Is it worth getting? It really depends on your playstyle. There is nothing about this weapon that makes it something you actually need in the game. The range is insane, it is fun, but how often are you going to be sniping things at 10, 15, 20, 25 range? Meh, I don't really think it's going to be happening that often, but for me, it's a go-to weapon, and I'm really, really happy that we can now get it with elemental damage. For now, guys, and as always, thank you very much for watching.